Hi everyone. Uh, Today we are going to discuss about Oracle quarterly patch updates, how the Oracle is going to release the patch updates, and how the companies they are adapting those new features. Is it mandatory to enable or opt in those features, or is it possible to skip those latest features? We can start working in the existing versions. Is that possible? And what are the different versions of patches they are releasing and what kind of changes they are proposing. So we are going to discuss all this about today's session. So let's start. So after completing this session, you are going to come to know why Oracle Fusion quarterly updates that's matter. Then what is the update schedule, when the Oracle is going to be released, and when exactly the clients they are going to get that patches, and how we are going to test it, and when we are going to migrate to production. So what actually it's happened in the quarterly patch testing, and what kind of changes it's proposed by the Oracle, and what is Oracle Cloud Console, and finally, our quarterly patch updates are mandatory or not. So let's discuss. So first, why Oracle Fusion quarterly updates matter. So for example, if you are using an iPhone or any Android mobile, so what they used to do, they used to release the software updates. So usually we used to get an update. After updating, you can observe that your mobile start working perfectly fine or faster compared to earlier. So similar here, so what Oracle they are going to do that they are going to give latest features. It's going to be help your system to run faster and as well as that latest features you are going to get it. So overall, like you are going to get this quarterly updates and every 3 months. So they are going to release the updates every quarter. So you are going to get new features and it's faster and you don't require to have lot of downtime. Your system is not going to be down for a longer period and you can plan your testing properly. So when you are going to test how you are going to move to production, that you can plan in advance. So for example, if company A is enabled, so they are enabling the latest features. For example, we have Redwood UI, so they are enabled for the Redwood UI. They are able to have the AI features and they are going to utilize that latest features and they can streamline and process little quicker, like if they are performing any transactions, if they want to utilize the AI agents. So all these things it will happen in the latest features. If example, there is a company B, they are not ready to take that updates, they are ignoring the updates. What will happen? They are going to be always complaining about the system is working slow or some features are not working because that quarterly updates are not done properly or they are not adapted that new features. So the same system, but whatever the mindset of that clients, it's different. So what are the schedules Oracle is proposing? So Oracle, they don't provide the updates for every customer on the same day. So what Oracle it will do, it will group the customers in cohorts. So it is going to be releasing with the year. So if we are in the 2026 year and quarter A, so that release name you are going to see that 26A. If you are moving into the quarter 2, for example, quarter A is Jan, Feb, and March. That is the quarter A. And from April to April, May, June. This is quarter 2. And July, August, September is quarter 3. And October, November, December, the last quarter. So every quarter they are giving a naming convention. Quarter 1 they are naming A and quarter 2 they are naming B, quarter 3 they are naming C and quarter 4 they are naming D. So it's coming with the year code. So it's 2025. You can see the version 25A, 25B. Though similarly, we are in 2026. Now we are in the month of Feb. So you can see that version 26A version. So that's how Oracle is going to release the updates. So in that, company is going to be decided in which cohort they are going to be. So let me show you that. This is how it's going to be Oracle release. So if your client or your company, they are going to be choose and which cohort they are going to be. They're in the cohort A, and I mean to say that the group of companies they are going to be choose. If you are choosing the group of companies in the A, so that updates they are going to release little early, and where they are going to be tested on the Feb and March itself, and they are going to be moving into the 26A futures. So there will be a time period of 2 weeks they used to provide. So where in the test instance you can migrate that latest futures and you can test it for 2 weeks, and after your confirmation that the updates are moving to the production environment. This is how it's going to be. Your every quarter, the 3 months it's going to be considered. So this is a test versus production. What actually was happened whenever the new features it's released by the Oracle, what usually clients they used to do, first they try to do the impact analysis. So whatever the new features it's going to come, is it impacting your existing business process flows? So they will do the thorough testing of their requisition, purchase orders, sales orders, material transactions, everything they used to do that testing, and they are going to do the first impact analysis. If that new features came, where exactly it's going to be get impacted. So for that, what we used to do, first in the test environment, that features are going to be enabled, and they will do the testing properly for that 2 weeks gap period. And after checking if they will find any issues or they are going to be opt in the new features, they are going to be tested properly. And once that confirmation done, then we are going to be migrated to prod. So usually why we used to do this testing to update the new features and to identify what is the use of the new features, and are they are getting any issues while they are testing. So everything they are going to be tested on prior. So this is how it's going to be. First, we are going to be test in the test environment, and after testing, then development and testing it's going to be get completed that 2 weeks time period. Then after that confirmation, we are going to migrate it to production. So we are going to have the three types of changes. Usually Oracle is going to be proposed, like they used to send that three updates, the three changes. Like first that bug fixes. So in the last quarter or last few quarters, if we are facing the any issues, so all the issues which is going to be get captured, or the bugs it's going to be captured by the Oracle, they will start working on those bugs. So what will happen? So that bugs, they are not going to be immediately resolved. They are going to be released along with the quarterly patches. So that issues will be shot out in that particular quarter patch testing itself. So that bug fixes are auto-enabled. So if the issue they are fixing it, for example, there is a functionality which is not working for all the clients. So they fix that issue and they are going to be give that a fixed version in the next quarter. So you don't require to, you are not going to stop that because it is applicable to all the clients. So that bug fixes will be auto-enabled. So if it is a minor enhancement, if they're adding a new field or if they are adding a small functionality, so that it's going to be auto-enabled. If you wish to go and use that, you can go ahead and you can use it, or it's kind of an optional. They are not keeping as mandatory those minor enhancements. So if it is in a new feature, it's an opt-in. So you have to be opt-in that new features, then only it's going to be get applicable to your client. But here there is a catch. If you are holding for a longer time period, for example, they released the opt-in feature in 25A. Last year, first quarter, they release a feature. So if you are still not enabled, what Oracle it will do, they are going to have some opt-in expiry. So that features they are going to be mandate and they are going to bring in the next quarter. So it's up to the client when they wanted to enable that features, and once they tested and they can start utilizing. If they are not enabling that features, they have some expiry. It's going to be auto enabled in the next quarters. So we'll see one by one now. These are the bug fixes. So any bugs are happened. I mean to say that any errors they are getting by the lot of clients that they are treating as an error from the system point of view, then they will start working in the background. The development team, they will start working from Oracle side. Once that issue got resolved, then they will release that patch. And any legal changes or system corrections. So these all are, it will be corrected by the Oracle and it will be auto enabled. So for example, any GST rule changed. So Oracle automatically it would update the tax logic. So we cannot restrict or we cannot ask the Oracle not to update it because it's an auto enabled. Those features are. And minor enhancement, if any small field changes, any validations, or they are improving the performance, those also it's going to be added by the Oracle directly. For example, they are adding a new validations in the sales order level. It works automatically. You cannot stop that because those enhancement to improve your process flows and your business. And the new features, it's an opt-in required. So where you are going to be converting your Fusion Classic pages to Redwood. So that kind of a big UI changes, you need to be enabled that opt-in. Then only those features you could able to see. For example, you enable that you are moving into the Redwood where you are going to have some configs and opt-in required. So first you need to be enable it, then only you are going to see all those changes. So here new AI features or any new roles they are introducing, everything you need to be opt-in first. So by default, these are off. These features are once you are the system is updating, so automatically these features it will come. If you wish to use it, then you have to opt in that. You mean to on that particular feature, then only you could able to see those changes. For example, new order management UI. So in the order management level, the user interface they changed. First, you need to enable, then only after you can test it. So as I said earlier, the important thing, some features you have some opt-in expiry. If you don't enable it on time, then Oracle it's going to be auto-enabled later. So this is the Oracle Cloud Console where we are going to see all the Oracle updates, what are the opt-in features from the supply chain side, from HCM side. You are going to see in that particular environment. So the finally our quarterly updates are mandatory. We can't say that is it yes or no. We can say yes for you cannot skip those updates. Like as I said earlier, those bug fixes, yes, you cannot skip it. It's going to be auto-enabled. Any minor enhancement, that's also it's going to be auto-enabled automatically. So in that case, our quarterly updates are mandatory. Yes, you can say that, but you can say no as per they are not forcing you to accept every new features. So where Oracle they will ask you to opt-in enabled, then you can start utilizing for the any new features. So that's all for the quarterly patch testing and updates. So whenever we are going to work for any client, I hope whoever the working professional they are going to have it, they are going to spend a lot of time on this quarterly patch testing. Every quarter they are going to have the impact analysis and test scripts document and where they are going to be test all the flows and they have to capture all the test evidences. So everything is working fine where we are going to present to the client what is the new features, how it's going to be helpful them. So all the things we are going to be explained to the client. Once they agrees, then we are going to enable that opt-in. So I hope this information helpful for you, whoever they are working currently, and whoever they are learning. I'm sure you are going to uh, come to know this whatever the quarterly patch testing. Maybe if you are in the support project, you are going to come to know this process.